In a ransacked ghost town strewn with signs of lives interrupted, Li Yuanrong is packing up. After 10 years of living here, she has only one day to clear out. We have no choice but to obey, she told us. Like Li, thousands of Chinese migrants are being evicted, many given little notice by police. In a massive housing crackdown following a deadly fire at a migrant settlement last month. Entire city blocks condemned. Roughly 20 square miles of buildings will be leveled.
Here where the fire was, it is wide-scale destruction with these vast fields of rubble and debris and more buildings about to be demolished.
China's government says it's about safety, but many suspect it's population control, an effort to force the poor out of a city they helped build from land that has soared in value. The city depends on an estimated 8 million migrants to do the low-paying jobs that keep it running. I've done so many jobs here, she says. How can I not feel upset? The mass eviction struck a nerve on social media here, that the Communist Party would encourage migrants to pursue the China dream, only to force them out in freezing weather. But any discussion of it was pulled down by censors. Meanwhile, migrants feel as abandoned as the buildings around them. Our China dream is destroyed, he says. And all of the demolition work, tearing down that dream, that will be done by migrants. Janice Mackey-Freyer, NBC News, Beijing.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.